Hey everybody, this is Naz, aka the Pup with Our Trading Edge, and this is going to be another video in our technical analysis series. Today we're going to be talking about gaps, and I thought that Tesla would be an excellent case study for this. Um, Tesla loves to gap up and gap down, so basically, um, a gap is when a particular security changes price overnight within a specific time frame. You don't generally see gaps intraday, although it can happen. But like you could see here on the screen, here on, let's say, April 13th to April 14th, we gapped up. And I don't remember what the news was, but you can actually see, like, let's mark that off right here. When we gapped up, oh, price actually respected this gap. Sorry for all the lines here. We have all of our price target lines mapped out for Tesla. But in any event, you can see that we have a gap here. Price ran, kind of tested the gap, didn't quite fully close the gap. Now, gaps tend to like to be closed. Um, usually you want to definitely see a gap close, if not right away down the road. So it's always worrisome when we have a gap that, let's say, from April 14th now to today, which was May 4th, actually, May the 4th be with you. You want to make sure that if price does come down to this level, if we dip down into the gap, there's a very good chance that price will run straight here. So this would be actually a good opportunity for short position or for puts if we see Tesla break I would say the 683 level would be a good short or a put back down to the 650, ironically, a round number. And we've talked about round numbers in our previous videos. So I just want to talk a little bit about Trendspider and the pretty cool tool that they just came out with a couple of months ago, and it's called the GapSnake. So, sometimes it's difficult to see where our gaps are if they're small gaps. So like you could see right here is a really tiny gap. Right here is another gap. Look, that gap was closed. This gap here, gap was closed. There's another gap right here. So sometimes the gap ups or gap downs are small, and sometimes they're pretty big. And you can see another one right here, and right here, here, and here. So, it would be a pretty tedious process to have to go and look and mark out every single gap that you would see, especially on a stock like Tesla that loves to gap up and gap down. So what we do, we click the GapSnake tool, and voila, now we know where all of our gaps are. So, this is a really neat tool that I use for Tesla, and if I wanted to leave the GapSnake on, you can leave it on. I personally like to draw out my own boxes. I'm going to do this and all my crazy lines are going to come up, but no worries. So yeah, you can basically just draw out your boxes wherever the gaps are. And you can see like price will tend to want to fill the gap. And sometimes it doesn't fill all the way, but it's always, like I said, worrisome, and you might want to revisit. Like I was saying earlier, if price came back down and tested this 683 to 690 area and dropped, that would be a good opportunity to short it right down to 650. So let me know what you think about this. If you have any questions on the GapSnake tool and how you work with gaps, and we'll take it from there. Have a great day.